The virtual arena suddenly loses all its deadly aura as snarling digital enemies freeze in place, striking poses. A slightly distorted voice from the staff echoes through the virtual space.
The data has been collected, and that concludes the test. Thank you everyone for your cooperation.
That was a solid combat simulation. Almost too real. The downside is, it ended too quickly. Now I have to sit through that meeting when we get back.
I'd much rather slack off here than work overtime. Wait, that's not right. Even though my body's resting, my mind's been working overtime. I haven't slacked off at all. This is cyber overtime. Mental exhaustion. Deputy Chief, what's another way to describe it?
Karma. But we did finish sooner than expected. Was the data collection successful?
Everything went smoothly. To avoid delaying everyone's work, we accelerated the back-end data modeling process.
I didn't realize that was possible. It wasn't listed in the technical manual. Good job, everyone. Do you still want a group photo? Since we're done early, I can arrange that for you.
Group photo? What do you mean?
Didn't you say you wanted to sneak a selfie as a souvenir?
Yeah, I did say that. But I know Section 6 is super busy. I wouldn't want to bother you with something so trivial. We could head straight back to hand.
Huh? We're heading straight back? But what about the meals?
We'll have the meals packed up and delivered to you. I'll bring up the logout menu now. Please confirm when you're ready.
Thanks. We'll log out right now.
A semi-transparent dialog box suddenly appears in the air with the system text asking, "Are you sure you want to proceed?" Everyone reaches out their fingers towards a flickering confirm button and then...
You have now logged out of the system.
The system is glitching! Something's about to happen! The system is glitching out crazily. The HIA sincerely thanks everyone for your help. We will definitely be putting Section 6 combat data to good use. I'm just glad we could be of service. If it's alright, we'll be off now. Please head to the parking lot. There's an official car waiting for you and we'll take you all back, just like how we brought you here. Meanwhile, when are they coming out? I've been waiting here since this morning and I really want to see Lady Miyabi again. Me too. I've got more questions for her about... No! Stop! Stop with the questions about what kind of shampoo and conditioner he uses. Sakaku must be hungry by now. Should I order her some takeout? Citizens, I understand how passionate you all are, but the Section 6 executive officers have important official duties and have to go back soon. Even if they didn't, they'd be resting in the club's VVIP lounge. So there's no point waiting here. You won't get any chance to meet them. I didn't expect all these people would be waiting around even after we finished our restocking trip. Anyone in particular you want to wait for? Rather than a person, I'm more curious in learning what the inside of the VVIP lounge looks like. In the Lumina Square parking lot, not just the HIA car that's not here, there's no sign of any vehicles around. Certain this is the direction the staff member pointed to the store. Something happened? Just then, the rest of Section 6 arrive at the parking lot. I don't see any cars. Should we walk back instead? Yeah, let's do it. Let's take a walk and patrol at the same time. Chief Sakaku, aren't you two a little too unfazed? This situation seems fishy any way you look at it. Deputy Chief, what do you think? There aren't many possibilities that could have led to our current predicament. Let's rule them out one by one. Let's go back and ask the staff what's going on. The staff who was hosting us before, the receptionist, they're all gone. They haven't left. They have not left the virtual. They just haven't. There's no way. Yanagi, don't you find the current situation strange? If even our chief realizes that things are weird, then it truly must be the weirdest of the weird. I suggest splitting up to investigate as teams. What do you think, Chief? Let's do it. Asaba, you and Sakaku take the stairs. Yanagi, come check the inside with me. Got it. Sakaku, come with me. They are still in the virtual reality world. I noticed this when we came in. Nobody's using them, but all these machines are still on. Everyone gathers together. It's kind of creepy. This place was bustling just before, but now all of a sudden there's nobody around. This place haunted? What, by you? Asaba? I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. She set me up. There's no point in continuing our investigation here. Let's check outside. I agree with the Chief's assessment of the situation. If things don't work out, we can just walk back. I think we might already come too far for us to just walk back. Yeah, considering you guys are stuck into virtual reality still. The streets are completely empty. You are stuck in VR. Am I dreaming, Nagi? How are there no people at Lumina Square? At the Lumina Square, I know the hotspot joint is buzzing like crazy, even at 3 in the morning. Sakaku, children should be in bed by 3. Next time you are not allowed to go out so late for snacks. Okay, Nagi. Why are you guys keeping up your stand-up comedy routine in a situation this weird? Are you two really that close? Never mind. Though I'm not holding out any hope whatsoever, let's still investigate thoroughly. I'll go check the shops down there. How about you, Chief? Then I'll go back and double-check the parking lot. Yanagi, you and Sakaku can investigate inside the mall. Alright, let's meet up after our respective investigations to share any discoveries. Where's the fuck with Miyabi? Chief, did you notice anything unusual? Yes, this one. It's way longer compared to the others, unusually long. I'll trim it down to the same length. This one cut would do. Don't destroy public property, Chief. This should be some masterpiece of artistic expression. Then what is it trying to express? The tallest trees can catch the most wind? Oh, and how can you be so sure? Chief, didn't you just want to cut it short? I see that makes sense. A very well done artistic expression. I've learned something new. I'm not that familiar with Lumina Square. Was this artwork always like this? No, none of this stuff was supposed to be like this. You had them trapped in VR. Before I talk to the adorable Sakaku, I'm going to talk to Haramasa next. Did you find anything unusual, Asylum? Look, Deputy Chief, the tactile pattern or my conscience, one of them has to be wrong. What do you mean? You're kidding, right, Deputy Chief? This tactile pattern goes right across the road. There's no way this traffic light roulette game is right. I see, given how often you've been absent, your conscience has been wrong for a while, so I thought you were defending the tactile path. Are you serious, Deputy Chief? That's so mean. Who do you think has been covering for all your absences? Who's been filling out your leave explanations? And who's been handing your vacation request? Thanks, Deputy Chief. I'm sorry for the trouble. Glad you realize you're causing trouble. Actually, I didn't handle any of that stuff for you. Make sure to get it all done after the mission. Seriously, Deputy Chief? That's so not cool. Okay, now talk to the child. It's annoying that I have to actually go to the front to end up talking to them. So weird. Why are there 6 garbage cans right next to each other? Anything wrong with these trash cans? The sandwiches at Lumina Square must taste awful. That's not quite the problem we're looking for, but go ahead. Why do you think so? Because a lot of people have thrown their sandwiches away. Look, there's a sandwich in the trash with just 1 bite taken. There's another with just 1 bite in this trash can. Same with this one, and look at this one too. They all took a bite from the same spot and tossed it the same way. It must taste really, really bad for everyone to throw it away like that. Could it really be that awful? I'm kind of curious about tasting it. No, you're not touching that, and don't go checking trash cans again. I'll make you a nice meal when we get home, okay? Okay, Nagi. Identical trash cans and even the things thrown in them are nearly the same? Do they really have so many trash cans? No! You guys are still in VR! Yanagi had never really thought of Lumina Square as a particularly large place before, but with the crowds gone, all the sounds, smells, and warmth vanished, every trace of life and energy stripped away. What was left felt oddly eerie. It's just like
being inside a hollow.
Please stop reading my mind, Deputy Chief. This is really starting to scare me.
You're scared of an empty square?
No, I'm scared of how many times your mommy has seen right through my leave requests.
My mommy? I've only got a sister.
Let's share our findings on the investigation. Chief, have you got anything?
Nothing. No matter how much I wave my sword around, nobody's coming to take a group photo or a selfie.
I couldn't find anyone either. Feels like I'd be hiding until my tummy started growling if I played hide and seek here. My tummy isn't growling. Why? I've been running around investigating all day. Why am I not hungry? Am I sick?
So, Kaku, do you really need to bug the Deputy Chief with stuff like this? Want to hear my theory about what's going on?
Go on.
New Eridu has been hit by a deadly plague. Everyone must have been evacuated from Lumina Square while we were running those combat tests. As carriers of the virus, we've now been quarantined and cut off from everyone in this big empty square.
No. Ah! He got smacked! The crisp loud sound rang out like something straight out of an 8 p.m. New Eridu soap opera. Her hand raised, trembling slightly, his face turned aside a little red.
Miss Tsukishiro, you hit me! Not even the Chief has done that before! Chief, put your hands down. That wasn't an invitation for you to hit me, too. Just because I was talking about the plot from a movie I watched last night doesn't mean you had to hit me.
My apologies. Did that hurt?
Huh? And you're asking me if it hurt? You sound like one of those mean homeroom teachers.
Wait.
No, it did not hurt. That's weird. I didn't feel anything.
Just as I thought. This empty square we're in, the lack of fans hounding our chief, Sakaku's tummy, Asaba's lack of pain. Instead of assuming thousands of people could be teleported away, let's begin with the assumption that the problem here lies with us.
Are you saying we're actually...
Yes, we're still in the virtual environment.
Hold it!
For some reason, we haven't been able to log out.
I see. That explains a lot.
Our brains? Are they in danger?
Don't worry. Just in case, I can activate safety mode for everyone. I still remember the method outlined in the technical manual.
I'm sorry for running my mouth earlier, Deputy Chief. From now on, I'll fully support you memorizing the manual. And I'll buy you the finest hair conditioner on the market.
Okay, get me the latest shampoo from Carliche. All right, team. Let's head back to the 8th.
I'm going to assume that Carliche is super expensive.
Safe mode activated.
All right, you're up. Sakaku, come here.
Okay, Nagi.
Sakaku, Asaba, what's wrong?
Whoa! No! Nagi! Why isn't my body listening to me?
Oh, she's right. My body. It's like it's being controlled.
What? Chief, are you okay?
I'm not. I had the urge to kill you about 5 minutes ago. Yanagi.
Leave it to me, Miyabi. So this truly isn't the real world. Someone's tampered with things, preventing us from leaving.
Hollow Special Operations Section 6, Heroes of New Eridu. I'm afraid no one in this world needs your salvation.
That logo, it's
You're going to be trapped here until your brains shut down.
Oh. Oh.
Our brains shut down.
You're
What?
finally awake, Sukaku. Feeling pain anywhere?
My head still hurts a little.
Looks like the pain feedback in the test system has been fully engaged. I'm sorry for being a bit rough earlier.
The way
I
she
had to
just
make sure
said
to
that
stop
just
anyone.
sounded adorable. Her head still hurts a little.
It's okay, Nagi. My headache isn't because of you. More like from earlier.
Seems like we're all in the same boat.
A massive headache, then losing control and attacking teammates.
Now we can be sure our failure to log out of the VR system was not an accident, but a deliberate act. While everyone was unconscious, the enemy sent a threat.
Yanagi briefly tells her teammates about her confrontation with the unknown voice.
That was brazen. Any idea who it could be?
It's just speculation at this point, but the fact that the enemy was able to display information in front of us proves they've gained partial control over the VR system.
Okay, so my current assumptions before I progress this, we're talking about VR systems. They're trapped in VR. Considering the mission was basically the return of a foe, most likely it's someone Section 6 have fought already. And if not fought, someone they're hunting. My speculation is the other proxy that was being mentioned at the start of this special episode.
So waiting for rescue isn't a good idea. But if we act recklessly, we might fall into the enemy's trap.
But can they really set a trap without even showing up?
This is a virtual world, and we're just data entities fully synced with our senses. Whoever controls the system is like a god here. They can do whatever they want.
The enemy delivered a threat at the risk of exposing their identity. Or perhaps that's what they want us to believe.
What do you mean?
As long as we can't figure out what they're capable of, the enemy will seem like a god. They flex their power to scare us, leaving us wondering what they can do within the system. That's their plan. They want to restrict our movements and keep us in check.
How did you come to this conclusion, Yanagi?
Our enemy threatened to destroy our brains by eliminating our data entities. Their attempt to seize control of our bodies and attack our allies was one such effort. But if they had truly seized full control of the system, they could have resorted to far more efficient methods. They could have simply destroyed our data, implanted a virus, ordered us to end ourselves, or even eradicated us along with this realm. But they didn't. So it's
She's
very
got a point.
possible they simply can't, because they don't have full control over this system.
She does have a point there. If you're going to try to end these people, but you have control of the system to a degree to the point to make them attack each other, making each individual off themselves would have been a much more effective method.
That's possible, but maybe they're just not as devious as you and haven't considered doing it.
I'd say that's impossible, because they're up against us, Section 6. They can't beat us in the real world, so they've gone to great lengths to trap us in the virtual world. We have the most promising Void Hunter in New Eridu, so if I were the enemy, I'd want to take us out quickly. The more they bluff, the more it proves there's still something we can do.
You're the most cautious person I know. I've never seen you take action based just on speculation.
I think I'm the most cautious person you've ever met, too. What you've just heard are speculations from the most cautious of people. But I'm not taking risks because I'm reckless. Quite the contrary. The situation is dire, and we'll have to take the initiative to survive.
It's been a while since you spoke to Harumasa in such a serious tone, Yanagi. This reminds me of our first days in Section 6.
Everyone, do you trust me?
Well, you've laid it all out, and I don't have any other ideas.
Like Harumasa said, this is all just speculation without any solid evidence. If we're wrong, things could get worse, and there's no turning back.
Aw, Nagi's tail is drooping. Oh wait! Nagi doesn't have a tail!
But I have faith in you. As the chief, I'll take full responsibility for whatever happens. Just tell us what to do.
Thank you, everyone. As for what we should do, I'm sure you'll remember in the previous combat test, there were still 3 monsters left to defeat.
Yeah. They said they'd already gotten the data they wanted before we could take them down, right?
Exactly. And do you remember the briefing before the operation? About the rules I saw in the user manual? Once all test monsters are defeated, the test will automatically come to an end.
Got it. So we need to go back to the test stage and finish off the last 3 enemies.
This is the best approach given the situation. But I'm sure our enemy won't just leave them there like sitting ducks. They have partial control over the system and will stop at nothing to eliminate us. We're just ordinary officers, while our enemy has far more resources and room for error.
Are you worried, Nagi?
No. It's our enemy who should be. Are you hearing this, you shady coward? You're messing with the elites of New Eridu.
Oh, investigate the VR machines. Proceed with the VR test now? Yes. The goal is to restart the test stage and eliminate the remaining test monsters. Everybody, are you ready? If you're all ready, then everybody say that key phrase together. You know, something that would have been smart is if he made it that the phrase would become inoperable. But if you can't access the test stage to actually finish off the last few monsters, they can't even go and escape.
It seems the enemy has access permissions to allow them to create the stage environment. Well done. Perfect coordination. Keep your eyes open.
Shock them, shock them, shock them, shock them.
Target right up ahead.
Still bouncing around. Did I miss?
No. The feel of the strike is fine.
The enemy is nearly monster at it in the background.
Has gained partial access to the VR systems and can tamper with the internal. When defeated, these alter enemies will explode, dealing. So basically, I have to be careful with these enemies once I take their health down.
Everyone, watch out! These monsters are feeding. Surrender!
Watch out there!
We're at a disadvantage in the drawn out power. Let's go after the target first.
What the? How is this bastard still alive? Die!
Weak spot located.
I can also become an Asura!
Come on, damn it, die!
Resistance is futile. Perfect coordination.
Die, damn it!
see it! Hey! Stop right there!
Waste of Such provocations don't go unanswered.
Taking down cheating enemies? I am even my
I'm enjoying the fight too.
Shock 'em all, shock 'em all, shock 'em all. Oh.
Keep your eyes open. A bleeding defense. It must be one of the missing test monsters. Found you. Huh? This old trick? Keep me Abby, now! No hiding instinct. You know how to leave this virtual space. Talk.
You're never leaving.
That was actually a pretty funny way to end up.
Back in the HIA room again!
Whew, I'm exhausted.
Maggie, you did it!
That's the deputy chief for you.
Well done.
See, is this how so we can learn the enemy's weakness? Your judgment proves to be correct. I told you we should listen to Nagi, Hanamasa. Please don't argue with Nagi next time. Hey, I was just raising a very reasonable counterpoint. Arguing is bad, okay? Okay, next time I'll definitely follow the Deputy Chief's orders. Happy now, Sukaku. Yep, Hanamasa Masa is the best. She's pulling a Klee move! Thank you, everyone, for giving me your trust. Judging by our enemy's reaction, our plan seems to be effective. If everyone's still filling up to it, I suggest we strike while the iron is hot and seize our chance to catch the next runaway. Let's do that. The longer we wait, the higher the chance something goes wrong. So then, please get ready. Let's enter the test environment once more. Okay, I think I'll stop it there for now. Oh, wait.